My name is Marcus. I took the night security gig at Meridian Tower downtown after my old job dried up. 12-hour shifts from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. The building was mostly empty after 7, a mix of tech startups and accounting firms that cleared out fast. Management told me, just do your rounds every hour. Log any anomalies. Call if anything looks off. Anomalies. That's the word they used. The first week was peaceful. I'd ride the elevator up to the 18th floor, walk the empty hallways with my flashlight sweeping the carpet, then head back down. The only sounds were my own footsteps and the soft click of doors locking behind me. Cameras showed nothing but dark desks and glowing exit signs. Then the small things started. One night around 2 a.m., I was in the lobby checking the front doors when my radio crackled. Dispatch, but dispatch was just me and the daytime guy who was long gone. Marcus. Check the 12th floor break room. I hadn't pressed the talk button. The voice was calm, almost bored. Like it was reading from a script. I went up anyway. The break room was empty. Coffee machine off. Chairs pushed in neatly. But on the counter sat a half-eaten sandwich wrapped in foil. Still warm. I hadn't seen anyone all night. No one had badge swiped in after 8. I logged it as forgotten item and moved on. The next night, the cameras started glitching. I'd be sitting in the security office on the ground floor, sipping coffee, when one of the feeds would freeze for a second, then show something that wasn't there before. A shadow in the corner of the 15th floor hallway. A figure standing by the water cooler on 9. By the time I rewound, it was gone. Just empty space. I told myself it was old wiring. Cheap cameras. Rain interfering with the signal. But during my 3 a.m. round on the 14th floor, I heard it clearly, footsteps. Not mine. Heavier. Coming from the opposite end of the long corridor. I froze, flashlight beam cutting through the dark. The steps stopped when I stopped. Started. The steps stopped when I stopped. Started again when I moved. Matching my pace, but always just out of sight around the next corner. I called out, voice echoing, security. Show yourself. Silence. Then my radio again, same calm voice, Marcus. Return to lobby. Everything is fine. I didn't go straight down. Instead, I checked the camera feed on my phone for that hallway. Live view showed only me standing there, flashlight shaking slightly. No one else. The footsteps resumed behind me as I walked to the elevator. Closer now. Almost casual. By week 3, the anomalies had names in my head. The man in the suit appeared on camera 7, executive floor, at exactly 1:47 a.m. every night. He stood perfectly still facing the wall, back to the lens. Never moved. But if I went up to check, he'd be gone when I arrived, and the camera would show me walking right past where he should have been. The whispering started in the stairwell. Soft voices, overlapping, like a meeting happening just one floor above or below. I'd open the door and they'd stop mid-sentence. One night I caught a clear phrase before it cut off, he'll be here soon. Keep him on schedule. My schedule. I started seeing myself on the cameras. Not live, recorded from earlier rounds. But in the playback, there were 2 of me. One walking normally. The second one a few paces behind, head tilted slightly, watching the first. I began sleeping during the day with all the lights on. Double-checking my apartment door. The building felt like it was learning me. Memorizing my routes. Adjusting. Last night was my final shift. I had already decided to quit in the morning. Around 4 a.m., every camera in the building went black at once. Not glitching, completely dead. Then one by one they flickered back on. Every single feed now showed the same thing, the security office. My empty chair. And standing right behind it. A man in a dark suit. The same height as me. Same build. Face blurred, but the posture was exact. He raised one hand slowly and waved at the camera. At me. My radio clicked on without me touching it. Marcus. Your shift is almost over. But the building needs someone on nights. Permanently. I ran for the exit. The automatic doors wouldn't open. Badge reader flashed red. Behind me, the elevator dinged, all floors at once. Footsteps poured out from multiple hallways. Come. Coordinated. Coming my way. I smashed the glass on the emergency exit and didn't stop running until I reached the street. Sirens in the distance, someone must have tripped the alarm. The company called me the next day. Polite. Concerned. They said the system logged me as still on duty until 8 a.m. sharp. All cameras showed me completing my rounds perfectly. Even waved at a few of them on the way out. They offered me a raise to come back. I blocked the number. But sometimes, late at night when my new apartment is quiet, I hear my old radio crackle from the back of the closet, even though I threw it away weeks ago. Some shifts don't end when you clock out. Please subscribe and hit the bell for weekly stories.